woman, a vegetarian, a long-distance runner, a historian, a schoolteacher, a novelist, a feminist, a heterosexual, a believer in gay and lesbian rights, a theatre lover, an environmental activist, a tennis fan, a jazz musician, and someone who is deeply committed to the view that there are intelligent beings in outer space with whom it is extremely urgent to talk, preferably in English. Each of these collectivities, to all of which this person simultaneously belongs, gives her a particular identity. None of them can be taken to be the person's only identity or singular membership category. Given our inescapably plural identities, we have to decide on the relative importance of our different associations and affiliations in any particular context. Central to leading a human life, therefore, are the responsibilities of choice and reasoning. In contrast, violence is promoted by the cultivation of a sense of inevitability about some allegedly unique, often belligerent identity that we are supposed to have, and which apparently makes extensive demands on us, sometimes of a most disagreeable kind. The imposition of an allegedly unique identity is often a crucial component of the martial art of fomenting sectarian confrontation. Unfortunately, many well-intentioned attempts to stop such violence are also handicapped by the perceived absence of choice about our identities, and this can seriously damage our ability to defeat violence. When the prospects of good relations among different human beings are seen, as they increasingly are, primarily in terms of amity among civilizations, or dialogue between religious groups, or friendly relations between different communities, ignoring the great many different ways in which people relate to each other, a serious miniaturization of human beings precedes the devised programs for peace. Our shared humanity gets savagely challenged when the manifold divisions in the world are unified into one allegedly dominant system of classification, in terms of religion or community or culture or nation or civilization, treating each as uniquely powerful in the context of that particular approach to war and peace. The uniquely partitioned world is much more divisive than the universe of plural and diverse categories that shape the world in which we live. It goes not only against the old-fashioned belief that we human beings are all much the same, which tends to be ridiculed these days, not entirely without reason, as much too soft-headed, but also against the less discussed but much more plausible understanding that we are diversely different. The hope of harmony in the contemporary world lies to a great extent in a clearer understanding of the pluralities of human identity, and in the appreciation that they cut across each other and work against a sharp separation along one single hardened line of impenetrable division. Indeed, conceptual disarray, and not just nasty intentions, significantly contribute to the turmoil and barbarity we see around us. The illusion of destiny, particularly about some singular identity or other, and their alleged implications, nurtures violence in the world through omissions as well as commissions. We have to see clearly that we have many distinct affiliations and can interact with each other in a great many different ways, no matter what the instigators and their flustered opponents tell us. There is room for us to decide on our priorities. The neglect of the plurality of our affiliations and of the need for choice and reasoning obscures the world in which we live. It pushes us in the direction of the terrifying prospects portrayed by Matthew Arnold in Dover Beach. And we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. We can do better than that. Preface. Oscar Wilde made the enigmatic claim, "Most people are other people." This may sound like one of his more outrageous conundrums, but in this case Wilde defended his view with considerable cogency. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. We are indeed influenced to an amazing extent by people with whom we identify. Actively promoted sectarian hatreds